Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So let's start video. The movie starts with a boy named Tom who was living a very ordinary life. His best friend in school was Denny, and at the same time he liked a girl named Lucy very much. According to him, Lucy was the most beautiful girl in the entire school. She was a beautiful girl. There was also a boy named Eugene in his school who often troubled Tom and his friends. At home, Tom lived with his grandmother after his parents passed away. One night, while walking alone, Tom came across Lucy's room. He reached outside the house whose door was open, and when he opened the door, he saw 4 men who were raping Lucy at that time. Then, those criminals noticed Tom and they started chasing him. While running away from them, Tom took out his phone to seek help, but then one of the men opened fire at him, which pierced his phone and went straight into his brain. It took a few hours when Tom regained consciousness and was with his grandmother in the hospital, where the doctor told him that due to luck, they had managed to cure him through an operation. But along with the bullet, some parts of the phone also went into his brain, which could have brought a lot of danger if removed, and at the moment, he cannot do another operation. That is why Tom was released from the hospital after a few days, but he is still suffering from this problem. He was upset that he couldn't help Lucy that night. As soon as he got home, something strange started happening to him, and now he could hear people's phone conversations from a distance. Along with this, he could also see the data transfer with his own eyes, as if he himself had become a mobile phone. In fact, all this was happening to him because of the beauty of the phone, which was in his mind. After a few days, he met Lucy, went to meet her at her house, where he apologized to Lucy for not being able to help, but Lucy said that he couldn't do anything even if he wanted to. Because by then, it was already too late, and he also refused to reveal the names of the criminals. But despite this, Tom decided to take revenge from them. With time, Tom's powers gradually increased. And one night when he looked out of his window, he could see the data of the entire city with his eyes. And now his mind had become so powerful that he could remember anything just by looking at it. Also, he could hack people's phones remotely. Next day, when Tom went back to school, he told Danny that according to him, Eugene and his friends have a hand in this dirty work. But Danny refused to accept this. He flatly refused because according to him, Eugene wasn't that bad. That night during class, Tom hacks into his phone and finds a video of that night, after which he blasts Eugene's phone with all his powers. The same night, Tom goes to a party where Eugene and his friends are also present. And she was pretty sure they were the ones who tried to take advantage of Lucy. And when he went and asked them questions, Danny came in between and stopped him. Tom left the party and went to meet Lucy, and when both of them were standing on the terrace, their eyes fell on Eugene and his friends, seeing whom Lucy got very nervous. Seeing her expressions, Tom immediately understood that Eugene was behind the bad work. From the very next day, Tom started working to take revenge on Lucy. He first chased Eugene and his friends and hacked their phones so that with the help of their phones, he could keep an eye on them. The same night, one of his friends, Rig, was having fun, and Tom recorded his video. And the next day, when the teacher was giving a presentation at school, Tom hacked the projector and played Rig's video on it, seeing which all the children were laughing a lot. On the same day, Tom went to meet Lucy and he told her about the Rig's video, hearing which Lucy started laughing. After this, Tom told her about his new powers, and also he told her about his creths. You were named iBoy, which Lucy was quite surprised to hear. That very night, when Tom and Lucy were coming back from their trip, Eugene and his friends surrounded them. Actually, they believed that Tom was behind everything. But with the help of his powers, Tom sent them a message in which it was written thence. After reading this message, Eugene and his friends left Tom and Lucy and started searching for the man. And taking advantage of this opportunity, both of them also left from there, but Tom was not going to retreat out of fear. That very night, when Eugene and he were sitting in a car, Tom closed that car and set it on fire. After which he hacked the radio and asked them the reason for disturbing Lucy. And due to this, Rig opened his mouth and said that he was asked to do this work by a man named Kurtz. As soon as he got the answer to his question, Tom took them all out of the car and burnt the car completely. As soon as he got Kurt's name, Tom started finding out all the information about him, and soon he also got Kurt's address, where many of his His friends were present, and among them was Tom's best friend Danny. To distract them, Tom played a video on the room's TV in which someone was urinating on Kurt's car. Seeing this, everyone ran towards the car, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Tom entered the room where first of all he destroyed all the electronic devices with the help of his powers, and then his eyes fell on the packet of drugs which he took with him. And his plan was not over yet, and he put those drugs in small packets and kept them in the room of Eugene and his friends. After which, he hacked the police system and put information about drugs in it. And shortly after this, the police raided his house and arrested Eugene and his associates. On the other hand, when Kurtz went to withdraw money from his account, he first Eugene. After some time, Kurt got a call from his bus attendant who asked him to quickly catch the man who has tampered with their drug business. At this time, Tom was also listening to the conversation between Kurtz and his boss, and he immediately started extracting information about Elmon with the help of his powers. But even after trying his best, he could not find any information about Elmon. That night, Kurtz ordered all his men to destroy all electronic devices so that the iBoy could not do any harm to them. But they had understood that the powers of the iBoy were so much that now he did not need any electronic device and he could hack anything just by looking at him. One night, Kurtz got news of a big drug deal, after which he started chasing Kurtz. But as soon as he went a little distance, Kurtz went out of his sight because he had thrown his phone in the dustbin to avoid the boy who came. But Tom was not one to give up so easily. Hacked the satellite and located Kurtz. Before reaching the place, Tom learned some martial arts moves with the help of the internet, with the help of which he defeated some men and burnt those drugs on the spot. But then Kurtz and his men also reached there, and they attacked Tom. So much so that he was about to shoot at Tom. But then Tom made a high-frequency sound and drove them away from him. The next day, when Tom opened his eyes, then he was on the bank of this river, and at that very moment, Lucy was waiting for him at school to give the exam, because Tom had promised her that they would go to give the exam together. But Tom reached school after the exam was over, due to which Lucy was very angry with him. But then her eyes fell on Riggs' dead body, which was hanging in the school building itself. Seeing this, everyone got very nervous. After some time, their mind was relieved. Tom met his friend Danny to find out that Danny believed that it was because of iBoy that Rigg took his life. Hearing this from him, Tom felt very bad and he decided to stop his plan here. After this, he went straight to the doctor and asked the doctor to remove the remaining parts of the mobile from his mind. But the doctor said that they can't do the operation yet, because if those parts are removed now, Tom could die. Hearing this answer from the doctor, Tom went straight to his house where his grandmother was already held captive by Cat Elman and his associates. But Tom was not able to see Elman's face properly, as if there was a wall between something. After this, Elman told him that he already knew the whole truth about Tom Hennevore, his powers, his friends, and also his address. After this, he showed Tom a video in which Eugene and his friends had held Lucy captive, and now Tom will have to silently obey all the orders of Elmon, or else they will kill Lucy. In reality, Tom, the secret of the powers was told to Elmon by none other than Danny, and that too for just a little money. After telling the whole story, Elmon took out his phone and placed it in front of Tom, and then he asked Tom to fill his bank account completely. Here, Tom had no other way. So with the help of his powers, he started putting money in Elman's account, and also he hacked Eugene's phone and brought it to the police. A call was made to him, and the police reached his location shortly thereafter. But Eugene and his friends, they immediately left from there with Lucy. After some time, Elman and Kurtz also reached there with Tom, where Elman again asked to put more money in his account, but this time Tom was not able to do so, because at that time his phone was lying in his hand. Actually, Elman was blocking Tom's signal with the help of a special chip, which he had fitted in his mind, and despite this, Tom used his full power and blasted Elmon's phone, due to which everyone's attention got distracted, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Tom killed all the people one by one. After this, he chased Elmon outside, and in the midst of all this, Elmon hit Lucy and made her fall on the ground, seeing which Tom went crazy with anger, after which he used one of his special powers, with the help of which he could give a very strong electric shock to anyone, and his power killed Elmon in a single blow. A few days later, when Tom went back to school after recovering, Danny tried hard to apologize to him, but Tom pranked. So I refused to listen to him. And here in the end, Tom and Luke were also set up, and the movie ended with this happy end. So please like, share, and subscribe to channel. Thank you.